Good evening, Reefers. I hope everybody is well. We have a very full panel today. It's very exciting to have you all on. Welcome.
Good evening.
Thank you. Good evening.
So we've got something to definitely talk about with Dan because I can see it already. But I guess we'll kind of go through and say hi to a few people in the chat. Back on form in first place, John Wright. Good evening, John.
Good evening, John.
Good evening.
Good evening, Jamie.
Hello.
Good evening, Terry.
Evening, Terry.
Jack.
Yep.
Pretty sure it's Jack, isn't it? Yeah.
Good
Good evening,
evening, John.
Jack. Who else do we have? Coach. Good evening.
Right, Coach.
Gazar, I'm still waiting for your picture of you with your full-length gloves on.
Good evening.
Milking a cow or not, I don't know where that suggestion came from. But
Sounds suspicious.
good evening, Neil. How you doing?
Good evening.
Elise is with us as well. Good afternoon, Elisa.
We are
Oh,
both.
fresh from Reef, fresh from Rap, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a few thanks to Dan. Great suggestion. I watched a video and I was like, there's actually, because I haven't had a chance to catch up on any of it yet. There's loads of stuff we can talk about here. Who else do we have in with us? Matt. Good evening, Matt.
Hello.
We have
James.
Critical Reef. James. I knew it was another J started. I'm like, it's not Jack, because we've done Jack. Yeah, James. Good evening. We've got Peter Parry as well.
Oh, yeah.
Good evening.
Peter.
Pedro Bar, becoming a regular. Thank you very much.
Good to see you.
We have Liam with us as well. Good evening, Liam.
Tate's
Hello.
looking good. Tate's looking good.
All right, Liam.
Yeah. We have Ron with us. Good evening, Ron. Furiously 3D printing everything he can get his hands on at the moment.
Ronald.
What was that?
That was my cat playing with a toy.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, false alarm.
Sounds like an alarm was going off.
Good evening, Rob.
Rob Burton.
Has everyone
Evening,
watched
Rob.
Rob's video this week?
No, I've heard the news. I'm a bit disappointed, but I have heard the news.
It's like, it needed that music that they used to play on Radio 2 when you were hearing a story about how everything was going wrong or in someone's life, and it's like, no, we can't lose Rob.
I'm hoping he comes back in a couple of months and goes, so, I wasn't busy and I'm now back. You thought you were with me.
Good evening, Harry.
Good evening, Harry.
Good evening,
I don't know
Harry.
if anyone's had a voice note from Harry, but that's normally how they start.
Yes. Good evening, guys. How are you today?
Steve.
Good evening, Chris. Hope you're doing well.
evening.
Yarek's with us as well. Good evening, Yarek.
Good evening.
We have Ryan's Reef with us. Good evening, Ryan. Have we got any other names? Terry's with us as well. Good evening, Terry. I was up your neck of the woods yesterday. Monday and Tuesday, I was in Runcorn, just the opposite side of the river from Finest.
I accidentally fell in.
I wouldn't do that. Would I just go to a reef shop?
You would, even if you was like 50 miles away, you're going in a reef shop.
Good evening, Amanda. I hope you're doing well.
Hello.
Good evening.
Who else do we have? Have we got any more in here? We've got Mark. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening.
Hey, Mark.
Good evening, Mark.
We have Hayley with us as well. Good evening, Hayley.
Haley.
Good evening, Haley.
We've got Dave's Reef.
Good evening. Oh, it's getting longer.
We have Lee. Yeah, I think we're getting close to the bottom now. Good evening, Lee.
Right.
And good evening, Bernadette. I'm very happy you enjoyed the lamb shank story. It's been providing me with endless entertainment at work today as well.
Hey.
Can we share that one or?
I might come back to that one. Yeah. Good evening, Dave.
Is that your Cockney rhyming slang, is it, Steve?
No. I might. Let me just see if there's any more to say hello to, and then we'll go straight to that, and then we'll get into some like proper reefing stuff. Any more names appeared in this list? No. Right. Let me take that one off the screen. There we go. So, I went with work. There was a couple of us drove up, and we met another guy that from the office and was staying in the same hotel that night. So we said, "Do you want to go out together for a meal rather than all going out separately?" And like, yeah, that's a good idea. And then one of the guys I was traveling with doesn't get a chance to eat curry very often. One of his kids has got a big peanut allergy, so they kind of avoid some places. So he really wanted a curry. We went to this local curry house, sat down, ordered our drinks, and then the other guy that was with us went, "I don't really like spice."
God.
We're like, don't worry, just we're not gonna like rip into you, just have a korma. He's like, "I find black pepper spicy."
Oh my God.
Right. We're like, "Oh." He says, "But don't worry, they've got lamb shank. I'll get that." And I think he was seriously expecting like lamb shank, mashed potato and gravy.
It wasn't.
No, it was like lamb shank covered in curry, basically.
Very nice.
How did that go?
Not very well.
Sounds amazing.
That does sound good.
Yeah, it looked lovely as well. Yeah, it's really good.
So your pal is the reason why every curry house has chicken nuggets and omelette on the menu at the very bottom.
Well, we did actually suggest that. We said, if korma's going to be too spicy, just get something off the English menu. No, I like lamb shank. Okay.
Black pepper, come on, that's hardly anything.
Yeah, it did, mate. It was quite entertaining.
Dear, oh dear. Did you drag him to find us? Did you go on your own?
The guy that travelled up with me went into finest with me.
Reefer?
No. No. Bearded dragon and jumping spiders.
Have they got reptiles?
No, they didn't have any there. I think they had some reptile equipment, I want to say. I've been trying to twist his arm into coming to Vivarium because they do a load of reptile stuff there as well.
Huge reptile as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I moved a load of stuff around in my sump and it just like picked up a load of crap that I'd shaken up in the sump. And I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll just put a bit of blizzard in and that will just bind to it and take it out and it'll be gone before the live stream. And it hasn't quite gone yet. So it looks a little bit cloudy. There's no pox in it.
I was going to say, is it cloudy? But
yeah.
The glare off the light. But
Jeremy was there and I did say hi, had a little chat with him while I was there. Yeah.
Good.
So, Reefing, what's everyone been up to? Who's going to go? We'll do Jamie first. What have you been up to, Jamie?
Okay.
Tank's fully wet now. I can see water level at the top.
Yeah. Tank. I've got 5 Australia snails in there. I went on holiday for 2 weeks, and I thought I want to let the thing cook for 2 weeks. Hopefully, kickstart a bit of an ugly phase. So I put a couple of bits of live rock in there from my tank and from my LFS just to get things seeded. A couple of snails because I was expecting a bit of an outbreak of something, but come back. It's not only is it clear, it's spotless. Nothing has happened, but I've done all my testing. I've got 0 nitrite, and I've been feeding it. I had my neighbour feed a couple of squirts of brine shrimp every other day just to keep a bit of an ammonia source going. 0 nitrite, phosphates down at 0.15, which is much lower and further ahead than where I thought I'd be. But interestingly, my KH has gone through the roof. It's like 11.5.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, I can only put it down to what's leaching out of the Marco cement. I've used 2 buckets of Marco cement together. But even in the RO soaks initially, I did 2 RO soaks. The KH sort of went from up to about 5, obviously from a standing start. I thought that's most of it out now. But 2 weeks just running with no one touching it, it's gone up to 11.5. So not the end of the world. If anything, it might help a bit of coralline start to sort of take foot. But yeah, it's going along nicely. A couple of snails in there. The other tanks went really well for 2 weeks. You know when you look at your tank every day and you don't notice much going on, change. 2 weeks is a lot. I've been away from the tank, and I've come back and I've gone, oh, it is growing. So much so that running the magnet around the front, there's 2 parts where I can't get the magnet across the front glass because corals are in the way. So it's either been looked after really well and grows well when I'm not here, or I've just seen, that moment in time of difference. And yeah, I was quite happy, really, to be honest with you. So all good in the hood, and I'm ready now to start kicking on with this. So I've got another 10-20 kilos of live rock to go in the sump, and I might start doing my first fish and cleanup crew just to get that cycle really kicked into touch.
Have you decided on lights yet?
Piss off, Matt.
I'll take that one as a no.
No, same old story. I get really enthusiastic about kicking on with the project, and then I think, I've got to buy those lights.
You don't have to yet, though, do you? Because you're going to have it brewing for 6 months if you want it.
Yeah, that was it. I've got some cheapy freshwater LEDs on there, blue and white, and I thought that would be enough to do the cycle with. But because nothing's grown in 3 or 4 weeks now, literally there's a tiny brown tinge on a few of the highest rocks. I'm thinking, do I want to get the lights on pretty quick and just really cook it before the bulk of the livestock goes in? Budget-wise is the issue. I've got a bit of the budget for the 3 Strattons that I'll need, but that is the bit where you have your pants down, and I've just got to get over it and get it done, I think. But
have you got any other sort of equipment ready and using? Except obviously a return pump. Have you got flow going on yet? Have you thought about all of that?
I've got 2 Reef Wave Gyro 45s going. They're on 100%, kicking it around. So that's a good enough start. It's keeping the base clean and it's keeping circulation going. Got my skimmer on there. I've got the Deltec 1500i skimmer, which is actually pulling out. It's been emptied once while I was away, and I emptied it before I went, so it's pulling out a bit. I am skimming quite high, in quite a wet skim, and I also chucked on the reactor with those max spec phosphor type stuff before I went away. So that's probably the skimmer, and that is why my phosphate's really quite good. Yeah. 0.15, I say it's high for a reef tank, but really good for where I am at the moment. So yeah, I'm ahead of schedule. I was thinking it's going to be a sort of 6 to 8 month brew, but I'm thinking, I'm going into the 2nd month of it being wet, and I'm thinking about putting more livestock in there. So good, cautiously good. I'm not going to rush it just for the sake of it, but I'm happy with the progress.
Is the plan more fish, then wait for coralline before the corals go in, or how sort of?
Yeah.
How much are you pushing?
I'm thinking fish first. Fish first. Yeah. Get a lot of fish, or get a few fish in there. Heavy feeding. Really get the cycle going. Really get the balance kicking in. And when I start to see solid coralline, that'll be the time when I start thinking about a couple of tester frags. I might put some LPS in there to start with, just for something to look at, because it can tolerate a bit of high phosphate, high nutrient. It's the beauty of it is that my main frag tank is just here. So if I put something in there for a week and it's not looking so great, I can just dip it and put it back in for another, recover it somewhat. But trial and error.
Looking smart.
You going to Aqua?
Unfortunately, I'm away for Aqua. Typically, I've not had really a holiday in 3 years, and I'm going to have 3 in 2 months. I'm in France for a week fishing, and it's on the same weekend as Aqua. So yeah, I'm gutted I'm not going to be there. But you're right. That would have been the time to really sort of go shopping or even looking around at what's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be having a look. I'm particularly going to be having a look at Rockscape as well.
Are you thinking dry, Steve?
Yeah, I mean, it's. I don't think there's much of an alternative, is there, to get like a created Rockscape? You just
think like man-made, or you think like what sort of Dan's got, which is like reef bones?
I'm thinking more probably man-made.
Not Caribbean.
But not Carib Sea, no, definitely not. Yeah. So I've got that, 2 Strattons.
Skimmer?
No, I've got a skimmer sorted.
Beautiful.
Um,
You're right for flowing, yeah?
Yeah, fly. I mean, I'll probably get another couple of MP40s at some point, but not needed straight away. So,
have you got the second Stratton, Steve, or not?
No.
Not yet.
No, and I need 2 more, so I need 3 in total.
We did say you could run 1 more and then get another one later on if you needed to.
See, Steve, this is why I'm kind of holding out a bit. I want to see the flexes in real life. I want to see what they're like.
Yes. Yeah, interestingly, we've got, we'll talk about it in a minute, but we're some of the footage from Wrap, I've got some footage from there of a flex, which is nice. Is my microphone really loud then, Ron? Let me know.
You are quite loud, yeah.
Yeah.
I was quiet and I've turned mine up. Hopefully that sorted people like in the chat because they was like, "You're quiet. You're quiet. Can't even hear you." No. No.
Have I broken it now?
That's better.
That's better. That's how you was.
I don't know. I'm not going to play around with it anymore now.
Just put my voice on again, Steve. You'll be all right.
Yeah. And there was a question from Peter Parry about the Gonny. Here it is. Yeah, my Gonny is still completely white. I don't know why, but I've only just had today my manganese delivered. So it's now getting manganese dosed back in it again after I thought I was dosing manganese, but my bottle's empty.
Oh. What are you using for manganese? You changed, haven't you? You was using elements and now you've changed because of concentration.
So this is the same brand, but this is iron. It's fauna marine, and it's twice as concentrated as elements. And that bottle is 4 times bigger, I think, and £2 more expensive than the elements. So it's 8 times more worth for £2.
Interesting.
Good.
But it's still white. Right?
How long has the bottle been empty for?
I don't know.
Was it on a Red Sea doser?
No, it was on my DOS QD.
Oh, damn.
See, that is the benefit of having a transparent bottle, though, isn't it?
Yes.
If you check it.
Yeah, that's one of the things I need to do is sort out some transparent bottles and mount them somewhere where they're nice and visible. And then, you don't have that kind of situation, do you?
Rob's just rubbing it in.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's not far from the truth, is it?
No, it's. I would be tempted to try manganese as well. Maybe Rob can let us know in the chat. I think manganese was the one that he really struggled to get hold of the powder for.
There was a couple, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think manganese was one of them. But yeah, it's definitely on my list of. So I'm still using up the Red Sea 4 part at the moment, and then I'll move over to the calcium alkalinity magnesium that I made up from Rob's recipe that came from somewhere originally. Yeah. Yes.
This is where this is where I'm focusing
Cobalt.
a lot of my spare time research at the minute is what dosing I'm going to put on the larger tank. Obviously, value for money.
That was going to be my question. That was going to be my question to you. What are you going to be dosing on it?
Cool. Well, yeah, I'm toying with the idea of making a lot of my own for the bigger stuff, just because of the savings you get. But what I plan to do is what I think, like all of us, on my main DT, I started off with like Red Sea, then now I'm on Elements, and I don't want to be changing stuff halfway through and going through all the faff of adjusting your dose rates based on the concentrations and all that faff. Plus, any disturbance it might occur from just changing products. So I want to get it right first time. So I was actually going to pick Rob's brains at some point about starting up making my own solutions and everything. It's only the sort of minor traces. I just find it still really convenient just to buy those. I'm happy to make up the calcium, magnesium, and alk, but all the other little things, it is convenient just to buy those, isn't it? Like,
could you?
Yeah, I think,
I've gone safe.
well, I was about to say, I think the problem is, unless you've got a tank like Rob's, you're probably, even at like the smallest quantities you can manage sensibly, you're probably going to be making up several years worth of dosing chemical.
yeah, because you've got to make a certain large batch, haven't you, at a time?
Yeah.
Could you go DIY the main three, and then just use ANK as a trace solution?
Yeah, I think that's a good way to go, because it's kind of hybrid setup, because you're still saving shed loads of money on the bulk.
Yeah.
And then it's just peace of mind and convenience for the rest, isn't it? I don't mind paying a bit for that. Just that fat factor.
Gaza, I've already done it.
The hazmat suit came out for that one.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
So-
the thing for me is, although I work in like a chemical-based industry, when it comes to reefing, I've always been like, I've just sat back and watched a load of you guys do it first before I've jumped in and done it. Just risk aversion. I'm very much like, well, I don't want to screw up my own tank. I'll watch someone else do it. But now I've seen about a year's worth of footage and results of everyone else doing it. I'm like, oh, okay, now it's my turn.
Yeah.
What have you been up to, Matt?
To be fair, not a lot. What I have been doing is I sent an ICP away, mainly because I think the last time I was talking about aluminiums, high metals. I did the ICP and I took the Nero out and I've now replaced it. All of them have gone. So I found what the issue was. It was the Nero. I'm guessing I caught it on the ICP, slowly breaking down. It was still working, going through every pump, trying everything, thinking I can't find anything. The Nero I checked, it was good. And then it took to fail for me then to go, right, that's what the problem is. So, swap that out. They've actually modified the body of it now. So the body is slightly more shallow, maybe for that reason, or they've just modified it for space convenience-wise. So put that in. And I am on the verge, I'm probably going to do it this weekend. I am going to be following the cocktail route on traces. Because I bought all the elements. I found them, to be fair. A guy was breaking down near me. He sorted out an OSCP with all the elements, all the bottles, spent 250 quid, and then he's now closing his tank down a week later because he wants to go fish only. So he's like, oh, I'll have them. So I'm going to do that. Is that you, Stu?
No, it's you.
Is it me? Oh, it is me, yeah. No, yeah.
I always get accused by Ron of having a squeaky chair, so yeah, we'll say that.
Good evening, Psycho Plant Lady. Welcome.
Good evening.
Yeah,
and
so
I did like Liam said, second wife?
Cheeky.
So I'm going to go, and I'm not number chasing. I was having this conversation with Dave earlier. It's more, I want to improve what the ICP shows, so I want to try and take away some of them LODs. I'm not trying to chase numbers. If I can get more of them towards the green, I'm happy with that. Because for me, I'm thinking that all the main elements are good. Them traces are probably costing me a little bit of colour here and there. And if that doesn't work, then I've decided I will go to NIOS, but I'm going to keep following the Elements train because it's again, it's affordable, it's cheap, and it's growing things in the tank. So I'm a bit like Jamie. Why swap when it's working?
Yeah.
So yeah,
I've tried that as well, Matt. I've tried tracing some of those real minor traces that are like 0.2 micrograms per liter, and they always come up LOD. And I've dosed and still not got a measurable reading. So I've kind of just settled on the fact that I don't mind if it's LOD, as long as I know I'm dosing a couple mil here and there. I know it's in there.
Yeah.
So,
Because some of them, I think, precipitate quicker than you can get a test to an ICP machine to test it.
Manganese, I think, and iron are a couple of them. But yeah, if I know I'm putting them in and I know they're low on, and I'm getting better out the tank, it's a win-win. Apart from that, like say the ACANs, I lost 2 ACANs. I've actually put the third and final ACAN in her tank, and it seems to be doing okay. But other than that, all the sticks that I haven't actually bought a coral in a month. I'm actually quite proud of myself. I haven't bought anything except the maintenance things for a month, so I'm like quite proud of myself. But I probably need to scratch an itch. It's I keep looking. I'm like, I went with Dan the other week. I was like, oh, that's nice. No, I still didn't buy it. Oh, that's nice. Didn't buy it. So yeah, it's going to happen. But I'm running out of space, and I want to. I don't want to have everything frag here. I want things to grow. Overall the tank it's in a good place. So I can't really complain.
Maybe that's how we should have started with hi, my name's Steve, and it's been 36 hours since I last bought a coral.
Yeah. I can imagine there's probably some Elisa doing the one that's probably splurged loads of money on corals on the weekend. Because some are worse than others, but like talking to Dave the other day, he's so patient, and I'm like, how do you do it? How do you not go into a shop and go, that's nice, I love that. That's nice, I love that. It's too easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I'm itching to get more. I've bought 1 or 2 frags with the thought of going in here, so I'm buying a little bit here and there to stick in the frag tank, let it base out and get lovely and a bit bigger. But yeah, I've not bought a coral for a long time as well. So the way I scratched my itch was I fragged a load of stuff and made the rack look full with frags.
Good idea.
So it looks like I've got some new stuff in there, but
good idea. I like it.
Yeah, it's good. Good. Dan, there's a change to your tank behind you.
Just a little one, a little one. But I've had an interesting last week, should I say. Took a visit up to Chris, Hurren's Reef, to go and pick up these lights that have been on the cards for the last few weeks, just until I could, get up there really and pay for them as well. But yeah, so Matt and Roxanne came over just about the same time. I think I was only there about 10 minutes before they got there, but yes, because Chris is now running the Stratton, which is very, very nice, I must say. And his tank is just phenomenal. I mean, the day we were there, they had snails that were jizzing all over the shop. So it wasn't crystal clear, but you could still see the tank was immaculate. The sump, I mean, you saw it on the tank tour that he did. The sump was just immaculate, even stills. So
yeah,
it was really nice seeing his tank. It's got some lovely bits of coral. I've got a couple of bits that I had. Well, he gave to Matt, and then Matt gave to me. But yeah, the main thing really was the lights. So I managed to get these back. It was about 3 hours there, 3-hour drive there, and 3-hour drive back. It was a bit of a mission, but managed to do it. I think it was 460 mile or something like that round trip. So I got back. To be fair, I wasn't that frazzled, but I was just, when you just do that amount of driving, you just think, So, and then I started off, because the lights I picked up are 2 Radion XR15s and 2 AI blades. The blades, the Radions are the pros, and the blades are the 30-inch. And there's 2 of those. I wasn't really sure how I was going to mount it. I was going to try and do it the same as what Chris had it, but when I looked at it the next day and was looking at the sort of size with my mesh cover, I couldn't get the lights spaced. So I think on Chris's tank, he must have had them closer together, because when I went to do it the same setup, the radions weren't long enough to reach in the brackets. So
Okay.
I thought, okay, so what I did, I ended up spacing the radions out a little bit further, just so I could get both the AI blades at the front, and that's what I did. The only thing I have had is, you can probably see it, is the left blade behind me is slightly lower than the right. So I've got to look at the I've got to look at what's causing it. I have looked at it. It's definitely the one bracket, and it's definitely where it screws to the tank. The only difference I can see is the threads. When you look at the one that's higher up, the thread on that one is slightly further out. Not by a lot, probably only by about 1 mil or 2 mil. I've tried tightening the other side as tight as it will go, and I can't get to seem to pull it up. So I need to look at it.
Like an old credit card between the glass and the clamp sometimes helps.
Good shout.
So I tried that on the back side, because I thought it was the back side. I thought if I try that on the external bit, I'll see if it improved it. It did bring it up a little bit, but it's still not perfect now. So I need to look at it. Is because you can see the one XR15 is slightly hangs forward as well. So apart from that, though, it's all been good. I've just been trying to dial them in. As I said, I had the XR15s were on for a day, and then the day after that, I started playing around with the blades. But the thing that surprised me the most is the radions were like one thing, and they were really good spectrum. I was hoping they weren't going to be too blue, because I don't really like running my tanks super blue. I quite like it a little bit more white. So I set them up a little bit. I put them on a reduction ramp up for the next, well, they were going like 10 days on the radions, just with the intensity a little bit lower. But the blades, when I put the blades on, I was just testing around. They completely changed the game, really. I mean, I put them on, and just the light spread from both of them was just like another level on top of the radions. So I was a little bit like, I fired them up. They weren't even all the way up. They were on about 60%. And just the extra spread, the brightness was just really good. Yeah, I was just like completely gobsmacked. It's made the tank look completely different. It's made it look like a completely different tank. Even the kids and my wife, as soon as the blades went up, they said straight away that looks a million times better. So it's they've been going well.
Have you had a reduction in your house insurance?
In my what? Sorry, Matt.
Your house insurance.
Yeah, I managed to. I'm just down to one extinguisher now, so I've managed to free up a little bit of space.
Would you ever consider ceiling mounting that setup?
Yeah, that's the other option. So I've looked at the RMS mounts, because the radions will just slide straight on. And I can sit the blades. The only thing I might have to do, if I keep them both at the front, I might just have to balance the rear, but I'm sure I can do that. I think I probably will end up ceiling mounting them, just so I can get the brackets off the tank, because I just think it'd be a little bit cleaner. The other reason why I would like to do that is because where I've had to space them a little bit further out, they no longer sit within the recess of the London aquatic design lid. So obviously, whoever had those cutouts originally done had them done for where they were running the lights they had. But the brackets actually don't fit. They're actually wider. So I don't know what lights were being ran previously, but they obviously weren't radions on the brackets, because it doesn't really fit. So to get them to fit in that bracket, in that lid, I'll have to cut the lid anyway, and I don't really want to do it. I think I'd rather just suspend it all and just blank off those bits where the old bracket holes were. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, because the brackets, although the brackets are a little bit of a rip-off, they're about 100 quid for the size I need. But I think it'll make it look nice. I said, apart from the being slightly off level with the bracket, it's just been an absolute. It's been just a game changer, really. I said I would. you know, the blades, I knew they were pretty good at mixing in with other lights, but I wasn't expecting them to be quite so, you know, difference in just how the whole tank looks. It's just been great. Yeah, I'm sort of really grateful to Chris for letting me purchase the lights off him. So he's done me a good shout, to be fair.
Yeah. I think Rob's got a suggestion. If you do use a hanging kit to level the lights, just leave them slightly different levels.
Yeah. I tell I'm not one. I don't particularly have like OCD, but then when I look at that, because it's like you can blatantly see it, you can't have that. It's got to be level. So.
And you were saying that you have done a ramp up on these as well.
Yes, I have. Yeah. So the Radion's intensity, I set at 80%, I think it was, and I ramped that over, I think it was 12 days, 10 or 12 days. And then the blades are only running 50%, but they're only on for a normally short period in the afternoon. And I've only changed the schedule slightly just for tonight, just so it's not gone completely low and dim. But tomorrow it'll be back to the normal programming. So it's just the AB Plus that's just been modified for the Kelvin to get a slightly whiter balance, and that's been pretty much it, really. The only mistake I did make was with the blades. I set the timing schedule up on the blades, which was quite nice and simple. But the endpoint, I forgot to set an endpoint where they ramped completely down. So I think the last point was at about 30% across all 3 channels, and I forgot the first night. So when I came down in the morning, the blades were still on, very dim, and I was like, ah. So I went into the app and realized what I'd done is the endpoint, the last endpoint wasn't set at 0, so I had to just add 1 in to do that. But apart from that, it's all been plain sailing. I've still got growth. The SPS frags I had from Ron are growing, and the ones I had from Chris as well, they're growing as well. So it's all good. Parameters are still good. NIOS is still doing the job. So yeah, been good.
Come on, Steve.
Good.
Confess your sins.
Terry's just beat me to it. I was going to say, if you consider suspending them from the ceiling on the RMS mount, you can get some like acrylic CNC'd out mounts that will hold the blades and even angle them down a bit so you don't get as much spill into the room.
That's what's already on them at the minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Chris had it set up with those brackets. So there's on each set, there's room for 1 at the front, 1 at the back. I think you can get ones where you can double it up, where you can get 2 at the front, 2 at the back.
Yeah.
But they, to be fair, those acrylic brackets, they're really, really nice. They're like really, really nice quality. I know you can get different colors, but these ones are clear, and I'm quite glad they're clear because the light just, if it sits over the blade where the light spectrum comes through, it just shines through. So, but yeah, they've just been phenomenal. Just been really, really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
AI blades for the win, that's for sure.
Let's hope the reefing gods keep your sand white.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot more light in that tank. When they're
Yeah. To be fair, what I will say though, the glass, I was expecting the glass to go a lot worse, but I'm not cleaning it any more often than what I did at the minute. So I hope it stays that way, but we'll see. I'll report back. It'll probably all be crashed next week and gone. So we'll just
now you've said something, it might be, yeah.
Don't tempt fate.
It'll be all right. It'll be all right.
Fine.
Looks good. Looks really good.
So as you know, I was very, very close to Finest the other day. And I thought it would be a little bit rude not to go in just to say hi to everyone. But I'm happy to report I did not buy any coral.
Okay.
I did buy a fish.
Okay.
I got a court jester goby, and I think
I'm saying nothing.
I think if I go to my downloads, I can.
They're a peculiar little goby as well. They're like, I would never think they're a goby.
No. Nice fish. And one that
Yeah.
you won't see every day, so it's a bit of interest when it comes out.
Yes. Yeah, I saw it last night. Just before I went to bed, I saw it come out. And I come home from work today, looked in, can't find it anywhere. So, yeah, it's hiding somewhere around the back. And then, you know, it's a long old drive coming back down from Liverpool. And it's not good to just drive without any breaks in between. So I looked for somewhere to kind of stop midway to stretch my legs and to just kind of not get fatigued from driving. And I was quite close to Kettering. So I ended up going to Kettering Aquatics.
Good shot.
And I was really good. I did not buy any fish. I think you can see where this is going. I walked all the way through and I looked at back and they had those Gonny Gardens that they advertised that they got from TMC. And they looked fantastic. So they're like, how much are they? And they went, oh, they're 229 quid. Yeah, okay, I'll keep going. And I was just about to walk out of the shop and their display tank right at the front, this lovely green and red Gonny. And I was like, oh, that's a little bit tasty. And I was like, they had a big lump of it and then 4 frags of it, but the frags had been glued on their display tank. And I was like, that's really weird. So I said to him, have you got any of that fragged out the back? He's like, no, but those frags are for sale. Are they now? So, yeah. And it's started to come out now. So I've got a little bit of a video. So this is it in my tank. Just starting to come out.
So green skin, red polyps.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's nice.
Different.
And Liam is correct. Love Blossom.
Right.
I thought it was Cherry Blossom, but it wasn't. It was Love Blossom.
What was the mother colony like? Was it quite far extended polyps?
No. Even the mother colony, they were probably 30 or 40 mil max,
Okay.
which is interesting. So I've had like a Bernardipora, which is,
Yeah.
it's more like Leptostraya or something. You know, there's hardly any extension at all.
It's like a
And I've got some, I've got some Gonnies that have got really long extension. So this is kind of like somewhere in between.
Nice. Really nice.
Did they have any of them A-cans? Was there lots of choice, or were you really on your best behaviour and you were sitting on your hands?
So they did have a few others. They had some Dragon Soul Favia. I'm gonna have to look on my phone because they were really cheap as well.
Yeah, they were. One you sent me was cheap. I thought that's good.
So yeah, Dragon Soul Favia, 3 heads, 30 quid.
That's good. Good money.
What else did they have that I took a picture of?
That shop's worth a visit because you drive past, you might go in there and there might be nothing. Sometimes you go in there and there is that little gem that you think decent price. It's always worth a look. It's that one of them shops.
Yeah.
Always worth a look.
Well, even that Love Blossom, I can't even remember what it's called now. That one that I showed a second ago, 45 quid.
Worth fun, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty cheap.
Different colours. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. Fragged to go into a corner of my tank, so I've got space for it. Yeah.
Wedged in somewhere.
So, yeah, that's kind of been my reefing update. I bought myself some TDS calibration solution. My TDS meters. I need to have another crack at it because it's supposed to be 342 ppm. I put my TDS probe in it. Now it is designed to have flow through it, so I kind of like waggled it backwards and forwards in the pot. It was saying 500. So I adjusted it back down so that it read what this bottle says on it. Put it in the put it back in my RO system and ran some water, and it reckons my incoming water is like 280 now.
That's good.
So I'm not entirely sure what's correct.
I couldn't. The first time I checked it, I couldn't believe how high mine was. Mine was in the 400s, and I was like, "Seriously, I'm drinking this stuff. It's crazy."
Yeah, it's mineral water.
Yeah.
It's good for you.
Yeah.
Mine's about 280 to 320 at the minute.
Is it?
So
Yeah. Mine's normally well, according to my setup before I tested it, it was 460. When I look at a report from the water board, it reckons it's about 380.
It's all fairly believable. I don't want to go into geek mode and talk about work and that, but incoming mains will fluctuate throughout the year seasonally anyway. So it will be a band, right? Typically, London and the southeast, you know what it's like. It's high TDS, high mineral content. Manchester, Cornwall, Scotland is soft as you don't really, your RO is not working very hard at all up there. So those numbers sound pretty believable.
Yeah. What is quite interesting is I've got 4 points in my RODI system that I'm measuring. So I'm measuring the incoming, then I've got 2 sediment filters at the moment, a carbon filter, then another tester, then my RO membrane, another tester, DI resin, and another one. So I've got 4 test points, and it goes 280 something, no, 250 something. Then it goes through the sediment filters and the carbon filter, and then when I test it again, it's coming through at 280. So it's higher than it was coming in.
going in.
That's correct. Your sediment filters in your carbon won't take out any dissolved solids, so you'd expect it to be the same.
It's higher though.
Unless your carbon is releasing something. But
yeah, I've ordered some fresh carbon, so I don't know what's.
When you say higher, how much higher? If it's within sort of like 5%, it's probably the same. It's just a different tolerance on the probe, right?
Yeah, you're right. It could just be that. It just kind of threw me that it was more after going through some filtration.
Yeah.
But I've ordered some.
Is that calibration stuff legit, Steve? A bit like that deionized water?
It came from Nordchem, so.
Right. Should be good then.
It came from H&M Digital, which is the company that make all of the dual TDS meters, and then they just get a different badge on the front of them. So it might have been that it wasn't up to temperature enough. That's the next thing that I need to, when I'll double check it at the weekend when I've got a bit more time on my hands. I've also got one part, this aren't like anything erotic there, John Guest threaded fittings. I've ordered an inline water meter. So I was speaking to my water company. Basically, they doubled my water bill, which I thought was a little bit weird. And they reckon I'm using 390 litres of water a day.
What?
Yeah. So I've got another one because basically I said to them, well, what about all of this water I'm using for RODI and in the fish tank? Because I'm paying sewage on that and it's not going down the drain. So they said, okay, fit a water meter on your incoming to your RODI and just give us those readings and we'll take that off. Okay. So if anyone wants to save a bit of money, there you go.
That's just you gearing up to be running a farm, that is, isn't it? You're going to be offsetting that against the company next.
Yeah.
You'll only be able to claim back the water lost to evaporation, though, because that's the only portion not going down the drain, right?
No, the wastewater isn't going down the drain either.
What do you do with your wastewater at water change?
I put it down my gutter. It goes into soak away. Yeah, it goes into soak away, not into sewage.
Got you. Okay.
Can I ask, Steve, how the experiment's going?
Yes, it's going really well. If you're talking about the same experiment I'm thinking of.
Yep, the one next to you.
What about holding your breath for a really... No? Okay. Yeah, the saltwater, I've got my jellyfish tank and my Fluval Evo. Both have had a water change now, and they're both running on collected saltwater. Everything is going fine. Everything's looking happy. I need to go and collect some more and filter it, and then decide what I'm going to do with it. Am I going to be brave? I'm going to put my big boy pants on and try it in the big tank.
Has it already become tedious yet by going to get it?
No, I've only been once.
Yeah, this is the bit. This is the bit that I think will break you.
Yeah. So I need to find somewhere where I can collect it that's easy to get to with the car. Borrow the wife's car and have a trailer, and then like you start to add a trailer, a Bowser, a pump, and you're like, it might be cheaper to just make my own with RADI and salt.
I mean, you can get like a collapsible fold-up sack barrow and just get 4 25-litre jerry cans and ferry them back and forth. That'll save you back.
Yeah. So what I did, I've got what I call it a scuttle board, but for when we moved house, it's just like a small plank of MDF with 4 casters on it. So I took 2 25-litre barrels with me, filled them up with salt water, put them on that trolley, and then dragged the trolley back to the car.
Yeah.
So,
Steve, the way you collected that first lot there, where you tripped over the rope of the bucket, I don't think you should be backing up your car with a trailer on it down to the coastline. I just think that's going to go Pete Tong. That is.
Yeah, I was borrowing my wife's car, not my car, because her car's got a tow bar and mine doesn't.
Right.
I think it's all right in the summer, but in the winter when it's cold, wet, raining, I'd just be like, what am I doing?
Yeah, you've got a point.
I don't know.
Ron said a black bag of GAC would be handy. It would be very handy. And I do have a black bag of GAC, so I know someone who has a reef tank as well. Was talking to them, and they're like, "Oh, I've got hold of that really good quality carbon. Do you want some?" It's like, yeah, that sounds great. And we it's proper dodgy. It's like, "Oh, come with me." Got a black bin bag and a mug, and went out to his car, opened his car boot, and in his car boot, he's got one of those blue drums, like 100-litre drums or whatever they are, with the like Breaking Bad seal on the top, and he kind of cranks the seal, lifts the lid up, and it's just full of activated carbon, like the really, really pucker stuff.
Wow.
And he spoons a load out for me. It's like, oh yeah. I just I've got someone that gets it in the trade, so I'll just go with my barrel and he fills it up for me.
Wow, you found a dealer in carbon.
Yeah.
Are you testing that on the jellyfish first, Steve, or are they?
Well, it's carbon that the water company use, so I'm not worried about testing it out first. Yeah.
Would you use it, Jamie?
Yeah, I mean, we buy it by the tonnage, so if it's the same sort of stuff you get for commercial use, then why not? I don't use carbon on my tanks anyway at the minute, so
Yeah.
you know, no, I think I've still got every single little pouch of carbon that came with the 2 reef mats I've got, and I've just never even used those, and they're tiny. Just don't have the need for it at the moment.
I'm the same.
But always have some in the drawer just in case I spill something or, whatever happens.
Upset a soft coral or something and it looks really icky, then bag of carbon. It's worth having in the drawer.
Good morning, Melinda.
Good morning.
Good morning. We won't have a go at you.
I noticed Tommy and Sharon are in as well, so good evening, Tommy and Sharon.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Evening.
And Mo.
I've got and Mo as well. Yes, good evening, Mo.
Mo.
Matt, you've been teasing us for a while now about buying a Trident.
Yes.
An Apex.
I haven't yet. I haven't yet. It's coming. It's coming. I still like the Aquawiz. There's something about an Aquawiz that really interests me, but I'm not going to do it because I just think I'm a bit like what Jamie said. Let everyone else use it, then maybe I'll decide in years to come. But I just look at Trident, a Control, and stuff like that. And I'm like, nah, I think it's going to have to be a Trident. Just the convenience of it, the control you have of it. I want to do the temperature swinger thing as well. Quite interested in that. So yeah. Unless you're smiling and you've got something to tell me, but they've stopped producing them anymore. But
Box of piss, yeah.
Yes, Anna, I have. Thank you for noticing. I have had a haircut.
the small things.
So, Reefapalooza.
I want to go.
Dan sent me a message earlier, and he was like, "Oh, are we going to be talking about these things?" And I was like, "You know what? I haven't actually caught up with what happened yet, so they sound like great ideas." So, Dan, do you want to go through the ones that you mentioned? And because I've got a load as well.
Well, I'm not sure. Don't shoot the messenger.
Oh, he's backing out now, isn't he?
No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if any of it is actually brand fire new. But I'll read them off anyway. There's just because I watched it was saltwateraquarium.com, wasn't it? That they did the little walk around, the latest one, and there's just a couple of bits that stood out to me really, which I thought was a little bit interesting. The first one was Triton doing the monthly ICPs, and they give you the dosing off the back of that, and it's like all rolled into a cost. That was sort of interesting. I
wonder if it's only going to be the US though. Yeah,
it probably will be. But I looked at some of the costs because they give you you do a monthly ICP every month off the back of those results. They send you the solutions, and then you just dose what they say to dose, and then that's it. Theoretically, what they're sort of saying is you don't even have to test yourself because you're doing it. But a month is still quite a long time not to test a tank. I'd probably still be doing it in between. But I did the pricing. I think so. I did make a little bit of a note. The pricing for the smallest kit they did $69.99 up to 100 gallons, which is about 380 liters or thereabouts for US. That equates to about 52 quid a month. So I didn't know whether you felt that was good value for money, not good value for money. I mean, an ICP test is, you got to factor in that costs, and then obviously your monthly traces. They do it all the way up to 600 gallons, which I think is just under 2,300 liters. So it's quite a wide range they're going to be doing it for.
And the big pack was $110 a month.
That was it. So that'll be about 81 quid, just over 81 quid a month.
Yeah,
that does seem fairly decent value. The only thing I make right is what Melinda says is the turnaround time is the questionable bit.
Yeah. I suspect it's probably going to be a US only thing, but that's still, for people that want it, that's still quite a cool service, especially as no one's doing it either at the minute. So
is that going to be cost effective though for the company? They got to spend time on every single one to make every single like bottle. Like this is Dan's, this is Steve's, this is Jamie's. They're all different.
It's a lot of work.
That is a lot of work, but I guess, like I say, if it's one solution and it gives everything your tank needs and it works.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because it kind of hinted that it was one bottle, but you can't mix the two irons, can you? So it'd have to be 2 bottles minimum.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if there's others you can't mix, but I know it would be at least 2 bottles, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like fantastic for the lazy reefer, but I quite like doing it myself and the interest of tweaking things here and there and, I've got it right. Success sort of thing.
Yeah.
But no, that is probably the way it's going to go. I mean, everything in this world is subscription now, isn't it? Like, you haven't even got to go to Tesco's anymore. You can get like HelloFresh that delivers your meals ready made for you, and you just heat them up, and it's everyone likes that sort of service now, don't they? So it's not really a surprise, I suppose, that Reefing's cottoning onto that.
Yeah.
I guess
Yes.
What else did you have, Dan?
There's a couple of things that I saw. There was a max spec. They call it the True Reef lens, and it's just like a phone, like a magnetic phone attachment. They showed it on the back of iPhones. It's quite rectangular, very slim. That looked quite interesting. I don't know the price on that. I think it's coming. They reckon it's coming to US end of this month, so that should be sort of out pretty soon. The other one I saw, I think it's made by VCA, and it was a Reef. They call it a Reef Delight lens port. So this was like anyone who's got a standard.
And a bit, Dan. One sec.
Go on.
I'm gonna try and get this screen shared to show the thing you were just talking about first.
The max spec one.
Yeah.
Is that the top-down jobby?
That's the second one he's talking about, because I really like that one as well. So this is, let me add it to the stage. This is the True Reef lens that Dan was talking about for your phone.
Oh, right.
It's a big one that covers all three cameras, or however many you've got on your phone. Because the thing I noticed with mine is I have to keep moving it around as it changes between lenses.
Yeah.
I thought that looks quite sleek, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you carry that on your chest though when you need it in a shot? Good idea though, because like you say, Steve, you're constantly like, oh, take a picture. No, it's on that lens. No, it's on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good idea because it covers them all.
So while you're talking about the other one, I'm going to find that as well.
So the other one, I think it's VCA that make it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's out yet. I think it's, but I think they call it a Reef Delight lens port. So it's just like anyone who's got a 52 mil standard lens that goes over your phone, it basically just attaches over that, and then what that does then is it makes the whole thing waterproof, and you can just stick that in the top of the tank with your flow off, probably better, and then you can get your top down shots with your phone, or whatever you want to use, but ideally probably for a phone purpose really. But I just thought that's quite a nifty little thing, because generally everyone's got a normal coral lens, haven't they? So
Yeah. Sorry, we're laughing at Baby Dave's comment. Well, that's what I was laughing at anyway.
I do like the idea because of being able to put your phone. That sounds bad, but putting your phone in the tank, because, like you say, looking top down. That, like Jamie said, that's a great shot if you can capture it. It's so hard to capture. So yeah, that'd be quite interesting.
Yeah. To be fair, it looks like, when I was looking at those videos, it looks like a bit of a prototype, just like it's been 3D printed. So they're not sort of mass-produced things just yet, are they? But the concept.
That's VCA it's mostly 3D printed stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they do lots of little attachments, little prongs that you can pick stuff up with, and yeah, they do quite a few different bits and pieces.
Why are they not the company that brought the random flow generator?
Yeah,
ends? They were the first ones to market, weren't they? Right.
They did have a random flow generator for fans. It was like so it doesn't go in a tank. It was like an open one. I think it was to be used in for plants. I think that's what it was for. Steve's already on it.
Yeah, huge.
It's a bit of an eyesore.
It's like a Dalek.
Looks like the Hoover from Teletubbies.
Yeah. Interesting.
There's just a couple more. I said I recommend, if people haven't watched it, just go and watch it, because there's some interesting stuff. There were some tanks from eShops. They had a new tank. It was just a 40 breeder, which was really nice. It basically looked like, to me, a sort of Reefer 250 size. It didn't look too far off, but what stood out to me was the cabinet. The cabinet looked really nice, and the finish on the doors, the whole thing just looked a bit nicer than a a Red Sea cabinet, so that was quite cool. Indie Aquatics had that feeder on display, didn't they? It's like a liquid feeder. I think it uses salt water mixed in the actual thing with the frozen cubes. I think it can hold 50 cubes, and because it's salt water, the freezing temp is obviously a lot lower, so it doesn't completely freeze the water, but it does keep the food from going bad, and then that sort of pumps it into the display or into the sump, and then when it's done the feeding, it back flushes the whole thing through. I think it's about $550 or something like that. That looked pretty interesting, especially if you're going away a lot.
Well, yeah, especially that's sort of what Rob's toying with at the moment, isn't he? Because he wants to go away and he's looking for automatic feeding. Something like that would be cool.
Yeah. So this is the little jobby, and it was saying that that chamber is 0 degrees, but because it's salt water, it doesn't freeze. It just kind of keeps it in a liquidy form.
Okay.
And I think in this video he'll dose some into the tank, and you can see it.
Yeah,
So
it's quite compact.
It's a bit different to what Manta Systems setup is, isn't it? Where that just holds, it's like a freezer mounted on top of your tank. This is probably a bit more practical to use.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think here we go. Is he gonna? This where he's gonna dose it?
It's not
He definitely does.
compartment.
Yeah, that's going down there, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you get a power cut and that's offline for a bit, that is going to stink.
Yeah. Can you
Yes.
That's cool. That's really cool.
That is cool. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I thought that was good as well. Yep. What else have we got, Dan?
What else did I have? I think the other two I had was the Stratum Flex. That was quite interesting.
Yeah.
One for Dave.
They didn't say what power they were running it at, but I'm guessing it was probably running quite a bit. I mean, you probably know a bit more, Steve, because you know what sort of power you get at the bottom. But I think they said that tank was 24 inches tall, and it was doing 400 power at the bottom. So it looks.
Yeah.
Was that 4x2x2?
It was 2 foot deep, he was saying. So it's 2 foot of water, and you see it. They said 400 par, but it definitely says 300.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty decent.
That's good. Yeah. The spread looks good as well. Like on that tank, it looks nice.
Yeah. I think they said the smaller version will do a 4 foot tank, or it will do a 3 foot completely. So I think the smallest unit must be 3 foot, I'm guessing. I'm trying to think how much they said it was. $1,200, I think.
It's got Jamie's name all over it.
That's the thing. I could get away with 2 of those as opposed to 3 of the tiles. So
and they're cheaper than the tiles as well.
This is it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a more economical way of going Stratum. It's not cheap, is it? But it's a more economical way of doing Stratum.
Yeah.
So how do they break up their? Because obviously on the tiles you've got 4 lines, haven't you? How do they break those up? Have they said how they would break them up on the light?
They go lengthways with the light. They don't go counter.
Right. Okay. So you've basically got a line. Oh right. Yeah. I see that there.
There you go. So you see the 4 bays there.
Right. Okay.
So I reckon. Are you thinking the longer version is just going to be another one of those top and bottom panels on the other end? I'm assuming. It's got to be in it, surely.
Got to be broken into 3 separate. Yeah. See, I'm thinking if I like the look of that, looks good because I've got 3 braces on top of my tank, or two center braces. That could work. So I could have that gap over the brace, and it might fit perfectly.
Yeah,
they did mention in it. Although the actual light unit is only 6 inches wide, they do mention what I can't remember exactly. They do mention what tank front to back it can go up to, and I think it's quite a bit.
They said 24 inches.
24 inches.
2 foot.
So that's not. Yeah. So I don't think that's bad. To be fair, I don't know. I've only just changed my lights, and already I'm thinking the Stratton Flex would be right up my street. To be fair, but anyway.
What's the good thing with the Strattons and the Flexes, because they're so punchy, you can mount them higher up to get a better spread, and you've still got that punch.
Yeah.
We were having that same conversation with Chris on the weekend, because yours is like 8 inches, isn't it, Steve? His is 10 inches. And I'm like,
what, above the water? Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, what's your par? We even measured it while he was there. And I was like, what's your par on a sandbag? And he's still getting like 250. I'm like, so you could put it on the sea, then it'd still be shining your tank.
I think the difference between the Pro G2 and the Flex is purely going to be how distributed that light is. I think you're going to get some shadowing from a Flex because it's more central, and it's as it kind of goes out, anything that's in that way will create a shadow, whereas the Pro G2 is just flat and just goes straight down. So you get less shadowing with it, but I think for like almost 95% of people, the Flex is going to be more than enough.
Probably for Jamie though, with the grow out SPS tank, he probably doesn't want the shading, so that's the.
Yeah. This is why I like you can. I've read all the blurb about it, but I want to just see one. So you don't know until you see one, right?
No.
Yeah. Did you look at one at not Coral Freaks? After Reef.
After Reef.
They had one there.
Was that a Flex? Was it?
Yeah. In between Exodus and Shamila's frag swap, they had a tank with a Flex over it.
I don't know. I was in the store all day. No, I missed that. There you go, missed it.
They only had it on a little 3-foot Fluval M90, didn't they? I think it was on. It wasn't on anything special, but it looks.
And
sleek.
it was empty. It didn't have anything in it. It was just an empty glass tank with water in. I think it had water in it, didn't it?
Had water in it. Yeah. It was bright. Yeah. It was bright.
Yeah. And it was on 100% at the show. Yeah. Yeah, I did check with Foxy.
Yeah. Did you touch the top of it? Because I did. And it wasn't hot. It wasn't hot.
Mine isn't. Yeah, mine never gets hot. I've never had mine touch it and think, oh, that's hot.
All right.
Yeah, because they're heat sink, aren't they?
Yeah.
Clever. And they say no fans as well. That's another win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cost saving, consumption, another win. All right.
Yeah.
They seem to be a big.
I don't think mine gets that hot.
Yeah, as I say, the more and more I read about the Flexes and talk to all the guys, new guys that have got Strattons and stuff, it just seems I've not found a fault with it yet. So the only fault I found with the Strattons is some people say the programming's a bit of a faff.
Yeah.
But once you're set, right? So I'm not too fussed about that.
We looked at Chris's because that was one of the questions that we looked at, and we said, "Can you show us the app?" And on the phone, I reckon it's horrendous, but on a tablet or on a computer screen, it's a doddle. And like you say, set, forget.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah, I can get over that.
Unless you're Steve and want to play with it. But.
He had it on the iPad, didn't he? It was much better on the iPad.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What was your Steve? 33?
33.6.
And what are you running that?
Just to say what Harry was saying, the blades do get quite warm. They do get warm, to be fair. Mine are only 60%, and they're warmish to the touch. But I think they're okay. Might save me a bit of heated in the winter.
Mine's currently running at 25%.
Okay. And what do you run it at peak?
40.
Wow.
And Ron's higher than that, isn't he? I suppose. So he's running his slightly higher than that. I think he's like 60%. So maybe that's what the little temperature difference is. But
Yeah.
Ron did say your lights are on the ramp down, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what made me then look to see what percentage they were at. What else stood out to you, Dan? I think there were more things on your list.
Mo just said, how long's the flex? I think the smallest version is 3 foot, from what I gathered.
Yeah.
And I think the bigger version, I want to say it's 4 foot, I believe, but I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. But
Dan said 4 foot.
Because they're saying the 3 foot version can do a 4 foot tank. So I'm assuming the 4 foot can do a 4 foot and a 5 foot. That's what I'm assuming, but I might be wrong. I don't know.
Dan said.
Yes. 5 foot.
It makes
Sweet.
sense, but then it would do a 6 foot.
Yeah. That's sweet. I wonder how much the 5 foot is.
Are we definitely sure? Because 5 foot to Dan is like 3 foot to the rest of us, right?
5 foot is what he calls the small one.
That's it. That's why I said don't quote me, because I'm just like don't get me started. Yeah.
He sits on the floor when he does streams. Like.
That's it. got to drop the height of this tank. Yeah. What was the other thing? I think the other thing I'm more interested to see what your take is on this, Steve, was that Avid Aqua Insight.
Yeah.
Which I think looks really cool.
Avid.
And I think this will be on Matt's list as well.
Oh, please don't. Don't need any more. Jeez. What's it do?
So this is like the Apex display, but much sexier.
Okay.
And it tells you your room temperature, humidity, and CO2 in the room, not in your tank. So you can read those and use that for understanding your pH in your tank and things like that.
pH problems calibrating.
Yeah. I'm going to say. And I found the problem with it. It doesn't do nitrate phosphate.
It's quite a cool looking device, though.
Yeah.
So all it is a display and a control for your Apex. Am I right, Dan? It's not
That's
its
correct,
own
I
controller
believe, yeah.
or anything. Yeah,
Oh,
so you still need an Apex.
Yeah, it just piggybacks off the Apex. But if you can imagine, if that's mounted like on the wall next to your tank or on the front of your cabinet, I think it would look quite. It would just be handy, wouldn't it? Because you could put stuff into feed mode. You can switch off individual bits of kit. But yeah, so I think that they did say there'd be 2 versions though. The Pro version will do the room temp, CO2, and what was the other one? I forget now.
Relative humidity.
The humidity, yes. I think that's going to be on the Pro, and I presume they're going to do a normal version. But they did mention the price of the standard Neptune display. So, and they did sort of say how much do you think that's worth? But be interesting to see how much it is. Hopefully, not more than 200 quid, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Plus reefing tax.
Plus reefing tax.
Oh.
Yeah.
This one, CO2.
Yeah.
So I've got, and I'll find what it's called. I might have to look on my phone. It's a little block that sits on my desk in here, and it measures temperature, relative humidity, CO2, and 2 types of air pollution. And it was relatively cheap.
You do like toys, Steve.
A Quing Ping.
A what?
A Quing Ping.
That sounds like Chinese.
Yeah, I think you can get them on AliExpress.
What a surprise.
I knew you was going to say that.
With that name, it's probably come off AliExpress.
It did it. I bought mine from Amazon. I'm going to share it. You don't have to.
What was it called, Steve? A Pingu? Was it Pingu?
Oh. And I've shared. Go back. That one. So this is the one that I've got on my desk.
That's not as cheap as I was expecting.
No.
What was that?
No.
What was the one before it? The one before it was 170 quid, wasn't it?
Yeah, 160. But it's the same thing, but it's the new version, I think.
Right. Can you
And
turn
it
your oven
looks-
on with that as well, or is it just?
I can't turn my oven on because it's broken.
That's another conversation. I reckon that Hello Reef, as soon as that comes out, Steve's got one.
Oh, absolutely. That is a whole load of me, that.
That is so him. That'll be on his desk next to his computer, and he'll just be like, oh. Taking
Yep.
to work with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, that's definitely a bit of me.
You see where that would be really useful is I've got all my fish tanks are in this garage, fish room, whatever you want to call it. When there's two of us in here talking for an hour or so, you go on the apex and the pH just starts coming down because obviously CO2, whatever. If I've got that telling me the CO2 is going up, I'll open a window before the pH starts to get affected. So it'd be quite a good jog for that, you know.
So the one thing I like with this little air monitor thing that I've got is you can add it to Apple HomeKit, and then you can set an alert level for when it warns you about CO2 level.
Right, yeah.
So I used to have a central HVAC system in my old house, and when the CO2 level went high, you switch the HVAC on to extract it out and get the air fresh again.
Smart.
So yeah,
Cool.
you can start doing all sorts of little things like that as well then.
Do like it? That is fancy, Dan. I do like that one. That's
Yeah.
well,
Anything else from you, Dan?
What's Elisa saying? She's saying it doesn't connect to the apex. Is that what she's saying? Is she talking about someone else? She's talking about.
I think she's saying my one doesn't connect to the apex. Yeah.
Yeah, true. It'd be interesting to see how much it is.
Yeah.
The only other thing I picked up on was is it the Hydros? The Hydros, bit like the Apex Neptune controller, but it's like, wow. I don't know if it's fully out yet. I don't know if it is or it isn't, but
I skipped over it because it's unlikely we're ever going to see it in the UK. So I just kind of went, whoop.
It does. They do seem to be pushing that quite a lot over there, don't they? So it'd be interesting to see what happens. But yeah,
it would be nice to have an alternative so that there's actually a bit of price competition and stuff. But as Steve says, it's probably not going to reach our shores, is it? So
yeah, it looked interesting because they do like a bulk standard, what they call the beginner pack kit, and then you can just bolt on bits and pieces, equipment, what you want it to run off really. So I don't know. The trouble is the Neptune Apex stuff's pretty good anyway, isn't it, for the monitoring and control? So
I like that, Harry.
good old Harry.
So, yeah,
So I noticed a couple of products as well. Let me see if I can get the first one. Was it 4736?
Is it? It's obviously quite a big show. Is it as big as the others? Do we know?
I guess Elisa's probably the best one. She's the one that's been to all of them.
Yes, true.
She can probably tell us.
Are they the same size? Do you get the same vendors? I guess you must get local vendors that join the club. Dr. Tim's? No.
No, I think I might have written down the wrong timestamp because it doesn't look anything like what I was expecting it to.
Tins?
It was the it is. Here it is. It's the new Mark will be turning in his grave now, or not in his grave, but yeah, cursing. It's the Tons version of what Mark's doing with the moving powerhead thing.
I did see that earlier and thought, oh, that's unfortunate.
Mm.
But I saw did you see Mark's video this week where he's actually got the fitting to put a max spec gyro or a Reef Wave gyro on? That's game changing. That's epic. Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess they've taken one of their heads and moulded it in as well to try and make themselves a bit different. But yeah, interesting.
They do say that duplication is the was it the biggest form of flattery? Copying's biggest form of flattery. So
yeah,
He did mention the price on that, and it's hard to hear him at the show because the audio was a bit poor. But I'm sure he said it was like starting at like $600, and I'm assuming that's probably with the power head that's on it. I'm guessing
it
there,
looks
really,
like that's built into it, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if that is expensive or not really, but I don't know. It looks like they've got a couple of models, but
sounds quite pricey-ish, doesn't it?
Yeah,
but
bit steep.
Tons is obviously reputable, and you're paying for the name a bit there, aren't you? You trust it.
Quite reliable. Yeah, quite reliable. That's interesting. They come out with something very, very similar, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
another one I spotted.
Fingers crossed. The British engineering, the Ocean Sea Wave one is the pattern that holds up, and we're good. Brits first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is interesting. That if there's a pattern there, like, are they allowed to do that?
Yeah. So I don't know how it will work. I think the patent will be, and I'm no patent lawyer here by a long shot, but I think it will be that they can't sell it in the UK.
Right.
Because of the patent in the UK. Yeah. And Ron's just saying that they've refilmed the entire thing on day 2 with better audio, but I obviously looked at the wrong video. Because the audio is terrible in it. But I noticed that Hannah are doing packs, like multi-packs, for cheaper now. So you can get nitrate phosphate and alkalinity, calcium and magnesium packs.
In like a
For
bundle.
the checkers. Yeah.
About time. I don't think I'd
Cool.
have the magnesium and the calcium, but
No, I wouldn't. Yeah. I would buy this one.
Yeah.
And then alkalinity and then Salafoot for the rest of them.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why is that a bit? What?
Do you know a price on them, Steve, or not?
No.
Why has that never been a thing? Like, it's just crazy, isn't it? Why has that never been a thing? Like, they're instant. If you buy, like, I don't know, 2 for 150 quid or they're 70, 80 quid each, like, people would go, right, I'll have them too. Job done. See you later. Bought them. Done.
Yeah.
Definitely can do it, because Hannah make a lot of industrial testing equipment. I use Hannah stuff all the time, like the photometers. And my photometer for work has got about 840 parameters on it, and it's a single unit about this big. So why they can't combine 3 parameters for a hobbyist model is beyond me. In like a
Also have one tester.
Yeah, because all it's measuring is a spectrum of light that passes through a solution. So
yeah,
they can have multiple tests on it. So why they don't do a combined unit for the hobbyist market is beyond me. Because as I say, my industrial kit gives me 860 odd tests on the same unit. Just obviously the reagents change.
That's interesting. Maybe the market is it the market too small? Maybe not worth the investment. I don't know.
It'd be an expensive bit of kit. I think my photometer is about $2,000. Obviously a work piece of kit, but relatively speaking, for a hobbyist level, we're going to routinely test 5 key parameters. If they can find all that into say a 200-300 quid tester, you're already winning, aren't you? It's,
Yeah.
Fly off the shelves, wouldn't it?
For the right price.
For the right price.
Yeah. So, what are they called? The
spin test.
Spin test. Yeah.
They look cool, but again, some people say then some of the parameters aren't great on some of them. Like, I don't know. Me and David was having this conversation earlier. Like, with your Hannah checker, your alkalinity against an ICP, are they the same or are they out? I've noticed mine is about 0.3 out. His is 0.5 out. Your guys, have you ever noticed that?
I don't like alkalinity on a electronic test meter. I think
on an ICP.
Yeah, I think titration for alkalinity, you're physically measuring the reduction of acid, right? the addition of acid to get your reduction. There's no other way to measure alkalinity accurately than adding your acid to neutralize what's there. So I'm always dubious about, and we even with that bit of kit I just said I have at work, I don't use it for P-alk or M-alk. We just do it. That's always a titration test on a professional level. So
yeah,
I'm always dubious with the Hannah checkers for that. You'll get a roundabout result, but that's the wrong test for a photometer. A photometer will work best with a reactionary test, so a color change.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. So you're saying like Alcatronic, Mastertronic, and Aquawiz, really?
Yeah.
I can't think of any other ones.
Yeah. The ones where they physically titrate the solution will be your best measurement for alkalinity.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting.
But all the other stuff that we could, you can, a lot of the stuff you get on an ICP, I can test on my machine. Obviously, it's not as accurate as an ICP, but I can test my molybdates, zincs, aluminiums, all that sort of stuff because it's a color change reaction, and they work quite well.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Trying to kick me out of the chat.
Hardness comes in that bracket as well. It's a titration test. Is hardness. It was best for that.
Okay.
So you just overlook that when you do ICP. You don't even look at. You're not looking for that. You're looking for other things.
Yeah, ICP is best in my eyes for the heavy metals.
Pollutants.
Yeah, pollutants. Yeah.
I need to do another ICP. I'm going to try and do one soon, so we'll see.
Excellent. Yeah, it's always good to I think it's good to have a look. Sometimes it can start you down a worrying trend of tinkering.
Yes.
Yeah, chasing.
Yeah. Oh God, reefing was easier 10 years ago, right? Didn't have all this to worry about.
Yeah.
Does it look good? Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
So I have one last thing that I noticed. And this was, let's click on that screen. The Panta Surge little wave box thing. This looks good.
Like the tank.
And it just, I mean, it kind of dies and it kind of oscillates, I think, as well. It goes down and then comes back. And you'll see the box in a minute in the corner. And
I think he was he just demonstrating then that the returns are on very, very low?
Yes, I think so.
Right. Am I being blind here? What are we looking at?
So you can't really, and this is the thing, I can just see it because I know what I'm looking for. In this top corner, you can see the thing with all the holes in.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a big wave box, and in a minute, he'll move around the other side of the tank, and you'll see it. So this thing, and it creates, it's like the is it the Tunza?
Tunza wave box.
Wave. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, which I thought was interesting.
They do look really good.
I think this is a pump though, rather than. So I think the Tunza wave box is a piston that moves inside, isn't it? Like a linear actuator.
No, I think the Tunza is the same thing. It's a pump that empties the box super quick. It's just a pump that pumps it out. But I mean, interesting concept, but it's a big chunky piece of kit to have in your display tank, isn't it?
I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
But then the fact it's in the corner. Does that mean if you ran two, are you going to need any other wave makers or not? That's the sort of question, isn't it?
Yeah, fair.
I quite like the look of them. I like the fact it can fire out the top and fire out the bottom, and you can do the opposite on the opposite side. I think it would create quite a good flow, but need someone to test it.
That AAC one with the soft corals with the wave box, I could sit there for hours watching it just go swaying.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so cool. Interesting.
Yeah, cool product.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
So-
no doubt the effect you get with the wave box. You can't. I've tried playing with the MP40s, alternately pulsing whatever to try and get that wave. You can't do it without a wave box. You just can't do it. So they've definitely got a place. It's a massive big black box to have at the back of your tank. And also you can't really mount them in tanks that are braced because they have to sit above the waterline by a certain amount. So you have to have a sort of a rimless tank really for them.
That one didn't, did it?
That one didn't. That was a fully submerged one, but the Tunzi one is above the water level part of it.
That was a UNS. That was a UNS tank, which is a very nice tank.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Tank.
So, not long to go now. 3 weeks, and it's Aqua.
Yes.
I've been having a look at who's going to be there.
I'm not really a fan of special guests, I must say.
No,
Yeah, and they're knobs, aren't they?
especially the one centre of the picture.
Yeah. Why would they do that? There was a few that I've seen that were there last year, or almost all of them, I think, that were there last year are back, which is good. And they've brought a few friends with them this time as well. Shezar, I need to get something from her. Every time I go and look, and I'm like, oh, I like that one, and they're like, oh, it's a bit expensive, and then I leave and I think I wish I bought that.
Get there early because, like I say, love to Reef. I went there, half of it was sold out. But it was like half an hour in the show, and I'm like, what? It's all gone.
Yeah. So I can remember getting there on the Saturday morning before the doors opened, because the guys at DBME snuck me in and let me base myself out of their stand. And I was looking around, and I had a look in there, and like 3 of the things were already sold. The show hadn't even opened. So,
Pretty crazy.
but yeah, Aquaprint will be there. There's Ads Aquatics, Ocean Genesis, Aqua One, Exodus, Aqua Group, Deep Blue Marine Emporium, Two Little Fishies. Yeah,
Are you
be there?
Are you in the market for anything, Steve? Or are you looking?
Yes. Yeah. So I'm going to be looking at rock displays. Maybe pick up something there. I might try and convince someone to do a good deal on a pair of Strattons. That's definitely going to be a trick that I will try.
No, I'm in asking
from that.
What you could do, Steve, is say that if we club together, we want to buy 6. What's the best you can do?
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, I only need 2.
Oh, okay. 5 then.
I've already got one.
Anyone else want to chip? Anyone else want to chip in?
Yeah, that's.
But I guess Matt could have one.
Bulk order.
Dan wants one.
I would like the flex, yeah, definitely.
Well, maybe we need to get together and go and see him and say, right, okay, we want 6 flexes and 8 G2s.
Yeah, Dave's in.
What can you do? Yeah.
Dave's in. He wants one.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a massive order, sort of equal to any order a shop's going to place. So come on, sort us out.
Not sure
Steve, Mr. Fox will say, well, all the flexes are sold out. They're on back order for 2 years. And
So hang a minute.
And the normal ones are selling at 50 a week. So there's not much we can do on that, Steve.
He'll say, if you want 5 of them, they're really popular, we're putting the price up. It'll be like Niall Salt all over again.
Yeah, I noticed T's Reef is back. That's local to me.
Yes. Yeah. TMC are going to be there.
They had a lot of torches last year, I noticed.
They did, yes. In fact, they had some really nice pieces in there that kind of stood out. It wasn't a big stand.
No,
but a couple of them were like
they weren't cheap. They weren't cheap either. Not I'm saying they should be cheap, but they weren't. They were keen pricing. But yeah, nice to see them back.
imagine the bill. 8. Rob will take 10, 12.
I'm just seeing if Vision Aquatics is going to be back.
I see Aquatic Nows there. They're Matt and
Matt will be there.
with his many
Prestige
products.
Reef. Prestige Reef's going to be there.
Black Pearl, they do scapes, don't they?
Yeah.
Aquatic Emporium, Crazy Chinese.
Yes.
Frag Rocks.
Alf will be there with the Neptunian cubes again.
Yeah.
Joe's going to be there.
Joe's there. Joe's showed me a sneak peek of the stand he's had made for it. It looks insane. It's going to catch your eye. It's like,
is it like a giant mullet?
It's like street art graffiti. It looks really, really good. Yeah.
Okay.
Giant Scottish flag. Only proper Scots are allowed.
It's giving away iron brew bars.
Excellent. Vision Aquatics is going to be there. They had probably the joint busiest or second busiest stand after Prestige Reef. The stuff they had in that tank, the coal they had in there was phenomenal.
Mantis Reef. Tom.
Tom.
Yeah, Tom will be there.
I'll be there taking all his.
Reef Quest will have the Aquawiz because they're the agent for the Aquawiz.
Okay.
Aqua One.
Yeah.
Shrimp Paradise.
And there's a load of. It was weird because there seems to be a lot of aquascaping going on.
Yeah, it's a lot of freshwater stuff this year.
Yeah. Which is, it didn't seem that way when you looked at the list of exhibitors. That seemed saltwater heavy, but the talks seem freshwater heavy. Yeah. Interesting.
Do you think we'll see any new kit there? Anything brand new? Do you think there'll be anything brand new that we haven't seen?
I think you'll find that you'll see them all released at RAP, and none. We're too small a market on the scheme of things. Where are you going to launch it? America, where they spend 50 times as much as us, or here? You're only going to get UK innovators that will release a product here.
You may see something that's been released, let's say at RAP, and then it's the first time it's been in the UK, like it was at Love to Read for that Flex. But we might see something, and then they'll tell you.
What about the bigger version of the TMC? Is it the first wave? Are they supposed to be doing a bigger version of that?
Yes. Yeah, I thought that was out now, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's one that's like half the size again, isn't there?
Right.
Don't know.
So you need
So it's like a bigger Fluval Evo type thing.
I do want to do a little nano project, yeah. But I don't. I think 50 litres is too small for my liking.
Yeah.
But so if it was like, I don't know, 80, 100 litres, I think that would be.
I think that's where it is.
Park, yeah.
That's about hand sink for you, isn't it? If you wash your hands in it, 50 litres.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I've got to be able to get my hands in it. So if I can't do that, it's no good. But
yeah,
that's it.
There was a jellyfish species spotted for the first time in nearly 50 years in the Outer Hebrides, and it was a stalked jellyfish.
Trying to see the picture. The picture's a bit weird, isn't it?
It's like it apparently looks like a thistle. If I can make it bigger.
Nice.
There we go.
Looks like something else.
You got one on the way, Steve, or not?
No.
No. Prague not sending any?
No, they haven't. It's not coming from Prague. They've got to import it into Prague first from Hungary or somewhere. Yeah.
God.
I found a few little snippets of news. This one on the face of it looks kind of cool. There's this bioluminescent algae appearing more frequently in Melbourne. However, it then goes on to say it's appearing more frequently because the sea's getting hotter. which is then bad news.
It doesn't look good, does it? It looks weird.
Yeah, I'd like to go and see it. Well, it looks kind of funky. I've seen it on documentaries before. Yeah, be interesting to see it in the flesh, wouldn't it? And then kind of continuing on the bad news train, some kid snorkeling in Florida got bitten by a shark.
Dave, you here, mate?
It wasn't Dave.
Oh. I thought you said 8-year-old man.
Legit, on the news front, we talk about sharks. Did any of you see that they filmed for the first time a newborn great white shark recently? The smallest one ever caught on camera. It's amazing.
No?
I say newborn, it's about 4.5, 5 foot, but it looks like the cutest little cuddly shark you could ever see. It's amazing. But a baby great white, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Liam almost had his hands on it.
In the tank. Great white shark. Amazing animals.
And then the last one for me, I'm thinking about going to a vivarium. I'm thinking about going for the day as well.
What, there and back in the day?
Yep. Yeah. So you can fly out of Stansted early doors, land in Eindhoven, drive from Eindhoven to Rosmalen, I think it is. It's about an hour's drive. And then you can fly home from Eindhoven again at like 9:15 at night. Seriously thinking about going over for the Sunday because it's the last one, isn't it, that they're going to this year. Yeah,
something will replace it though, surely, because it's the biggest trade show in Europe. There's going to be something, isn't there, after it? But
yeah, well, I don't know if they're going to like the Farnborough Air Show, where it was always open to the public and to like military contractors. Maybe they're going to have it as just trade only and not have a public version of it that you can go to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was thinking of coming, Steve, but not for the day. That sounds like hard work.
Yeah, well, the problem is I'm in Copenhagen and Sweden Monday to Thursday that week.
Right.
Then I fly home late Thursday night. Then Friday morning, my wife goes to London for a horse show and she's staying over. She'll come back Saturday, probably late, which then means that I can't really go on the Saturday. And I did look at the going on the Saturday at first because I was going to go and just go, you know what, I'll do 2 days there. Hotels are insanely expensive near there.
Are they?
Yeah, so I was looking and you're looking at like €200 a night.
Jeez. Okay.
So I thought, you know what, that whole there and back in a day seems a lot more attractive now.
Trouble is, though, if you're flying, are you doing it on purpose so you don't buy loads of shit?
Well, you're not allowed to import into the UK anyway, are you? So I wouldn't have done that anyway.
I know, but if you're only going on hand luggage and stuff and you want to pick up a load of even dry goods, you're pretty limited. It's a self-limiting property, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
I
know people that live in Eindhoven, so I could always drop it off at their house and then plan a work trip and go over on the ferry.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that's something I'd quite like to, especially if it's going to end. It would be nice to get over and see it.
That's the weekend after Coral Freaks, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. That's a good point. Maybe that's why Aqua H aren't doing a massive marine heavy speakers list, because it's the week after Coral Freak show. Could be that.
Aqua is before Coral Freaks.
Sorry, by about a month. About 5-6 weeks, isn't it? But do you reckon that's the reason why then? Because they're aware that there's already a big marine event going on.
I think when the speakers list for Aqua was released, there were no confirmations that it was even going to happen this year.
Okay.
Maybe
it might have played a part, but
It might have been the feedback they got from last year that people wanted more freshwater, maybe.
Yeah, maybe a bit more. They want reptiles as well, don't they? Obviously, because it was marine dominant, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and as we know, marine is only 20% of the UK aquatic hobby sort of turnover, isn't it? So I guess they've got to go for the masses.
Yeah, it's just the coolest bit.
Yes, yes, reserved for the best.
It's not hard, is it? When you think about it.
Funnily enough, Liam, they didn't ask me to do a speech.
He will be there though as an influencer. You can get a signed autograph if you ask. And a photo.
Liam's already asked. I said he has to bring the item he wants signed and a pen, and I'll sign it.
Any items can be signed on the day.
Yeah, £20 a signature. All proceeds go to something.
There's
Dave.
Liam's queuing up with his flashlight in his hand.
John Wright said he was getting a couple of fish, I think.
What there?
No,
Not there,
from I presume he's getting them from Tom, Mantis Reef.
Right, okay.
Yeah, he's been getting some in for him, isn't he? I think
the one of them, I think it was the mandarin and something else. I forget what it was now.
Yeah. It was Dave that I was signing something for as well, not Liam. Sorry, Dave.
I was distracted by Baby Dave. Said there's nothing nano about me when I said about a nano tank. So
Liam's coming in his shark costume anyway.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, how many have we reached the right number of signatures for him to do the baby shark son on stage?
It was 100 for the costume. And how much was the song?
I think it was 500 for the song, wasn't it?
Oh, come on. Oh, here we go.
it's not far off.
It's
There we
over.
go. It's 500.
Oh, is it over?
Yeah, it's 500.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
And we're at 770 left.
Well,
That's really good. Really good.
there was a deal.
And he had a bit of a breakthrough that they're not bringing in any more eggs. Was it eggs? Seem to remember them. He had a chat with TMC and they said that they're not going to bring in any more and they're only going to bring in sharks to order or something.
Brilliant. And that's exactly what they should be doing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's a perfect outcome. I think expecting more than that would have been a little bit naive. I don't think you're going to get much more than that, but I think that on its own is going to have a huge impact.
That is actually an epic result from one guy setting up a petition on his own and a few of us getting together to sign it, and they've actually listened. That's amazing. That's really good for the benefit of the animals.
Yeah.
Really good. Love that.
There you go. So there'll be a jellyfish, a mermaid, and a shark on the TMC stand this year.
Interesting mix.
They do a little role play, chase each other around.
Well done, Liam.
Yeah, really well done. Really good.
Yeah, well done.
Fair play to you.
Yes.
Ron being
Are you going to Aqua, Jamie?
No, as I say, I'm fishing that week. I'm out of the country, which is typical. Always the way. Same thing.
Poor planning.
Same thing for the network barbecue. I was out of the country that week, and I've not had a holiday in 3 years. And the two things I wanted to go to, I'm bloody on holiday.
I won't be going either, so make sure you record Liam, because I won't be there either.
You're not going to go?
No.
I will be at Coral Freaks and doing that one if people are about for that. That would be good. But yeah, just unfortunately the dates didn't line up.
Are you going, Jamie, to Coral Freaks, or are you working?
Helping out at the show, yeah.
Yeah. So you work. Are you watching the show then, running back?
So I'm hoping so, because last year at Coral Freaks I did the same. I sort of, did a sort of voluntary sort of gig at AAC, and I was like, I was in the store all day, and I was like, well, I would have rather bought a ticket and gone and listened and walked around the show. So this year I said, I'm happy to buy a ticket because I want to be in the main event hall, seeing everything and talking to people. But I think I'm still going to be volunteering, but in the hall this year, hopefully. So I'm going as a hobbyist. I want to be there for the show. Obviously, I help out the shop as much as I can, but I want to be there for the show. So hopefully, I'm going to be in the hall.
Bit of both then.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm looking forward to it. Just the guests to speak to is a few people I really want to bug and ask a few questions of. So yeah, decent. And because I can't get to Aqua H and see everyone there, it's kind of this is my chance to meet or to catch up with everyone as well. So
Yeah.
Understandable.
Rob is going to that one, Jamie. So you'll have your questions answered.
True.
Get in a queue.
Get in a queue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. And no mermaids. Yeah. Good.
Can be arranged, Jamie.
Have you got a mermaid costume, Matt?
No, but we might know someone. We can always find someone.
Oh god! Right, that's the next forfeit for the next quiz we do.
Is Annie Lennox coming out to play, Steve?
Annie Lennox is not attending this year.
Damn it.
Does Annie only go where there are special guests nowadays? Are we too small fry for you?
No. I just thought that for the cost of a ticket and a hotel room, I can go to Vivarium instead.
Yeah, fair. Very fair.
Yeah, and that's my ticket to entry and flights. So
Nice.
Is that cheap? Is it that cheap?
yeah, it's 55 quid for flights and €15 to get in,
Jeez. That
and
cheap.
it's massive. Yeah, so
Fair play. Yeah, that is cheap.
Matt's thinking of jumping on for the day now, aren't you?
I am
do
tempted.
it.
I don't know if I want to go for the day though, but I am interested because, like I say, that's just a bigger scale. I'd like to see what that is like and what reefing is like. It's in another country because I think reefing's big in this country by the people we talk to, but I bet abroad it is like something else.
Yeah, with that one, you've also got the benefits of all the Germans go there, all the sort of Czech, Eastern European sort of hobbyists go over there, so it's massive for that, isn't it? It's got a big pull.
And years ago, people in the UK used to be able to get corals delivered to them from these places, and now it's restricted. You can't do that. Brexit's finished all that. I'm like, God, yeah, what am I missing? I'd love to see what's out there. So yeah, I'm definitely tempted.
That's the one negative thing though. You're going to go there and see all these corals we can't get and can't have and can't bring back.
I was just thinking, Matt, if you and Roxanne booked a room, you could get a family room, and then you could let Steve stay with you.
Sounds like a dodgy weekend. Oh dear.
You know.
I think we'll leave that there.
Yeah. And on that, is there anything else anyone else wants to add to the stream, or should we wrap it up?
I'm all good.
Yeah, it's been good.
I think we've done it.
Thanks for coming on, guys.
Excellent. Yeah.
No,
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you everyone
Thanks
for
everyone
tuning in.
Chat.
And have a fantastic rest of your week.
Good.
Cheers, guys.
See ya.
Bye.